Good morning, good morning. Some special guests in the car with me today as you're joining. First and foremost, welcome to Results One. You got a rear shot here of a little residential community, but let's welcome you guys in. Hi, I'm not alone today, guys. That is my girl Theresa in the back. Margaret is being a little camera shy. She's kind of hanging out down here. And if you guys know me, you guys know first, I love my dogs more than anything in the world. This is Margaret. Margaret, say hi. Say hi, Margaret. Say hi. Hi, Click Orlando. By the way, I can't change. My voice changes whenever I talk to my dog. It is just how it happens. So we're here with my girls in Results One. This is Margaret. She is a 2-year-old mini golden doodle, and Theresa's my calm one. She's hanging out in the back there. She's a 2-year-old Newfoundland, a Newfoundland and Poodle mix. Both of my girls are rescues. Margaret was a rehome, who someone was looking for a new home for her, and Julie Broughton set this little bundle of joy into our lives. And then Camille and I went down to Dade City and rescued Theresa from a local rescue down there that she was used for breeding. So we take our girls everywhere, and part of taking your girls everywhere is ensuring their safety. How we preach all the time, a driver must, you gonna come over? A driver must wear their seatbelt all the time. And in the state of Florida, if you're over the age of 18, you don't have to wear the seatbelt in the back. Margaret is getting all up on this camera over here, and it is the cutest thing in the world. So I'm gonna do my best to stay as official as possible with you guys. So Margaret is an attention hog, and I'm sure so many of you really have other dogs like this. How often do we commute? And our pets are part of our family. They're not an item. They're something that we look forward to seeing every single day. I can't tell you, even after a normal day, getting home and seeing my girls, it just fixes everything. And I know for everyone who owns a pet, and if you love your animal as much as I do, it does the same for you. So she loves, so this is as attached as she gets. If I'm driving, she wants to be with me. She wants to be in this driver's seat all the time. But you can't be in this driver's seat as a puppy because you don't have a driver's license. But how distracting is this, right? For you, think about it. So currently there are no Florida laws that say your dog must be restrained in the vehicle. Your cat, your support alligator, whatever your pet is. There is no indication or any written law that says that. But let's talk about other laws. Careless driving, right? Failure to maintain control. If this dog was on me while driving, this would be a problem. Because how am I actually controlling this when I have this 24-pound bundle of absolute love all over me, right? Now, it's a different story with Theresa. Look how calm she is. This one just wants to be right here. And this is a big no. This is the biggest no I could give. Not only for distractions, but let's talk about a few things. Where is the dog currently? It is in my lap. Why do we do this? We do this because we love our animals more than we love ourselves. So we want the dog with us. We want to make Margaret happy. Margaret happy is if she could drive this car, she would be so ecstatic. But that's not possible. It also shouldn't be possible that this girl is here in the driver's seat with me. I fight her all the time, and it took me a while to really come to terms with, okay, I have to keep her, I have to train her not to be here with me. So Margaret, for the most part, is a fairly well mannered dog. I know there's some people that know her. Look, she's acting for the camera. I know that there's some people that know Margaret that's like, nah, You call her Dennis the Menace. I sure do, because look at this voice. She's just little Dennis. But she gets excited. We don't speak the same language. You and your dog do not speak the same language. You don't know when your dog is going to react to something. You may think you know, and based off of training experience, you may have a good understanding of your dog. But what happens when something does occur? What happens? See how quick she looked at a car passing, and she looks. What happens? Let me tell you now, if a bird was to be present along this car, my dog back there, Theresa, would lose her mind. She's also fairly skittish. So there are things that I need to be prepared for. Now, I'm really lucky that Theresa just likes to lay down. Margaret's getting bored. And Margaret, she's pretty calm as long as she has her base and she's closer to me. But in the big grand scheme of things, let's talk about the dangers of this, right? What are we doing here? Not only is it a mass distraction, but it's also pretty dangerous for her, right? So if she's not restrained and I'm restrained, what's going to happen? Margaret is going to become a projectile within the vehicle. Margaret is going to move all over this car if we were involved in a pretty serious crash. She doesn't like that. I don't want you to get into a crash either, okay? So she must be secured in some way, okay? Now, I am not saying that this is the black and white rules you need to follow. I'm simply giving you some sort of tool or mental tool to think about when you are driving with your animals, okay? I love this girl more than life, and if anything was to come between me and my dogs would win, and so would I. But I also need to protect them, okay? So if she's here with me, I have zero control of anything. So I want her to be in this passenger seat. What if this airbag was to go off? Two people, two souls are going to be independently hurt by this. Margaret could lose her life based off of the airbag alone. She just wants to be in my arm. Then in return, where is Margaret going? Margaret is going to come into my face. This zone between my face and the steering wheel needs a good distance. How often do you see people that are driving and they're like right up on the steering wheel? It's the same thing. I like my teeth. They're not the best teeth in the world, but they are my teeth. What's this? There are many like it. They're my teeth. I don't want to lose these. I don't want to lose Margaret. I don't want to have Margaret in my mouth. I want to keep Margaret alive. So that is rule numero uno. Rule number 1. Never drive, operate the motor vehicle with your animal in your lap. It's careless. In some case, I would call it reckless, because you should know what you're doing. You don't have full control. The window could be down. The dog could receive a distraction, right? So how do you keep your dog in the passenger seat? Consistency is the key. So Margaret, let's go. Up. Good girl. Down. Down. Good girl. So for the most part, Margaret likes just the attention. And as long as I'm communicating with her throughout my trip, she's pretty good. A good little rub here on the head, let her know we're still here and we're good to go. Now, is she properly restrained? No. But you've eliminated probably the biggest problem. That problem being the space and the elimination of the distraction. I can now go about business. I can put my seatbelt on. I can change gears. I can use my turning signal. I can activate my horn. And if something was to, God forbid, happen, my airbag is only going to impact me. Okay? Only going to impact me. I've eliminated. Now, my dog being in the passenger seat, she may get rocked too. So what should you be doing? you should turn this airbag off. If you're traveling for a long time, you normally don't have passengers and you only transport your dog, I would highly suggest that you go ahead and you shut this passenger airbag off, and that could either be done through your glove box or switch, whatnot. Because right now, with her weight out here, it shows that there's a passenger there. If I was to start driving, some point my car would notify me, hey, put the passenger seatbelt on. But there is nobody there. I do not want my dog being impacted by any type of projectile within the car. Okay. So we talked about that. Teresa's still hanging out. Baby girl. Theresa. Hey. Hi. So she's awake, but that's my good girl. So Theresa is about 65 pounds, almost 70 pounds, and is a gentle giant. You could hear her like kind of whimpering in the back there. She wants me to drive. And it all depends on your dog's demeanor. I know this one is calm in the car. She loves the back seat and she will lay back whenever. I don't have to worry about her wanting to be here, but I am aware of her triggers. Birds, squirrels. I'm in so much trouble if something was like to happen and she see it. I know that she's going to react. So knowing your animal and thinking about their safety. So there are some things that you could purchase to keep your dog secured. I only use one thing, but I rarely use it. I only use what's called a dog seatbelt extender. This right here. It has a seatbelt clip on it and a dog hook on it, or a regular hook. I'm calling it a dog hook. And it is adjustable. Pretty simple concept if you think about why we have something like this, right? I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna show you what this does and the benefits of it. Because look, Margaret knows I'm getting ready to move. Look at her. She gets a little big butt and she slowly starts wiggling over here. It's the cutest thing in the world. It is a spell, a modern day spell. And then look, she slowly makes her way over. I'm not doing anything. And she slowly makes her way over because I've given her the opportunity to do it. So when you look at the camera, everyone gets to see how cute you are. That's my girl Margaret that we talk about on the news all the time. So right now you can't be here because we're going to start driving. So I need you to go to the passenger seat. Go back. Go back. Go, go, go. Look at it. Like a kid. Puts the face. Hi, Theresa. Teresa's like, I want to be part of this. So this would work front seat or back seat with what I'm going to show you with the seatbelt extender. If you're joining us now and you're wondering why I have dogs in the car, they're my girls and they're the best dogs on the face of the planet. But we're talking about keeping our dogs safe in the vehicle. It's pretty simple, but you've got to get past the dog spell. What do I mean by the dog spell? The droopy eyes, the little paws that say, Dad, Mom, I want to be with you. This can't happen. Trooper Montiero jumps out, and when I'm like, no, 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 she wants my Coke Zero. So let's go over here, over here. Come on, come on, go back. So we're gonna switch cameras. I'm gonna jump out on that side, and nothing's. Listen, if my girl's watching this, she's gonna get upset with me. They're dogs. It even hurts for me to say that. They're dogs. So consistency and training and making sure they know this is not the space for them is a big deal. So let me jump out and go to the passenger side. I want to show you how this works. So with the passenger side kind of situation, we're going to use this belt. Right? It's the belt extender I was talking about. It's got a belt clip at the end of it, and it simply just goes right into the thing here. That's a weird alert that I've never heard before. So, like I said, goes into the passenger spot, and then I would hook her collar here. So I hook the collar to it, take her leash off so that there's no binding or anything like that. And I find the proper adjustment so that, now look, sit, she's stuck here, okay? She's not going anywhere, she's restricted, and now I'm gonna come back to that side. So obviously she's not too excited with me at the moment. But I would then take this adjustment and I can make adjustments to this collar seatbelt harness for her to restrict her a little bit more. And that's what we're gonna do so that she can't bring her cute little self over to my lap. And now she stays there. Your dog may be super curious, like Theresa. Hi, girl, come here. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come here. Come here. See, Margaret stops right there. She can't go any further. And it looks like she can jump over. She can't. The seatbelt's stopping her, and her movement towards me is now restricted, but she's still the happiest girl in the world. Maybe not happy internally because she wants to be with me right now. So it's the little things like we do with kids. I do not try to say with our kids because I do not have children, and I never want to come across like I understand a parent. But these are my kids, and I would do anything in the world for them. So I want to make sure that they're happy and healthy. And look at Margaret. Margaret looks happy. Well, she looks content. She is secure, and she is not going to come over to me anymore. Part of this is just common sense. If this was your 2-year-old kid, you would not want your 2-year-old kid sitting in your lap. It would be a distraction. It wouldn't be as cute as this, right? And it just doesn't make sense. So why are we doing it with our pets at 70 miles an hour down the highway, right? So we really need to think common sense here. There is no law that you can get pulled over that says Florida Statute 123.ABC says animal shall not be in driver's lap. But if you were to get into a crash and it was determined that that animal was in your lap, you've contributed to the crash based off of carelessness. Nowhere in the Florida handbook does it talk about, hey, it's okay to put your dog in your lap. It doesn't talk about it. It's okay, or you won't be charged if you get distracted based off of something you're doing pretty dumb. And in my book, putting a dog in your lap is pretty dumb. Right? So, as cute as Miss Margaret, Trooper Margaret is, she still has to keep away from me as the driver. So, at the end of the day, I hope this made a little bit of sense. Now, let's take a swing around the block real quick because I want to just see how she reacts. So if we're driving and we're driving around, she's good. She's hanging out there. She's in the passenger seat. Her gorgeous little brown eyes looking up at us here, there at the screen, and she's good to go. Theresa, I don't have to worry about Theresa, and I've said that a few times. Not all dogs are like this. Some dogs are very active in the rear seat or in the car alone. I happen to have a dog that decreases her activity level when she gets in the car. She becomes very content. She is a very calm dog in the car. I'm stressing the words in the car because let her see a bird or a squirrel and she looks like she's on methamphetamines. She's lost her mind. She goes crazy like a horse and will do whatever it takes to eliminate said bird or squirrel. So I always keep the windows up. My personal car is tinted, and I'm lucky enough that she likes to lay down. But I never allow her in the front seat. you shouldn't either. With Margret, this cute little flub, a fluff of just, look at this, guys. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you guys seeing this little face right here? So, how it's difficult to keep that in the passenger seat when she just wants to be here, especially if you're having a bad day. But I'm going to tell you, what did we talk about? We talked about what it does to you as a driver. It's an instant distraction. It is eliminating a lot of the safety features, and if not, making safety features an actual cause of injury for you in your car. If your airbag was to go off, what's going to happen? Your dog's going to become the projectile to your face. It is going to possibly, if not seriously, injure or kill your dog or animal that you have. We do not want them right here. Period. I hope that is so clear. There is nothing that is a bigger pet peeve of mine than people driving down the roadway and their dog in their lap in front of the steering wheel while we're driving a car. Please, please, please stop doing it. On the flip, they could easily be right here with their beautiful eyes just slowly closing, staring at you while you're driving. And it eliminates all of it. Can you tell I love animals? And she's belted right now with a dog seatbelt extender, meaning she has roam of this passenger seat. She just can't get to me. Okay? Now, there are bigger and better harnesses out there for your dog if you wanted to completely restrain them. They do have harnesses that attach to the dog and attach to the seat, so that if Margret was Theresa back there was a little crazy, I could clip her in to the point where it would keep her on that left rear passenger seat. I don't have to do that with her. She's going to stay right there the whole time. If I told her to lay down, she's going to lay down. With Margret, Margret just really likes to be close, and she likes to nap too. Look at this thing. Oh, did I wake you? I'm sorry. Yet your viewers are trying to get a little inside look on how you get transported throughout town. Any words? She says no comment at this time. Gosh. So listen, y'all, it's about common sense, which is everything I do with you guys, and protecting the things we love so much. Eliminate them from the front of the wheel. Invest in your pet's safety. Research products. A seatbelt extender. This cost me $10, and it works. My goal, keep her away from me, but keep her happy, keep her in sight. I don't know about y'all, but there is nothing that looks happier than that right there. So thanks for tuning in on clickorlando.com, the News 6 app today, for a special feature having my girls, Margret and Theresa, in the car with me. Margret is a 2-year-old mini golden doodle rescue, and my girl back there, Theresa, is a almost 70-pound Newfie doodle rescue. I only rescue my dogs, but they just happen to, they look a little bougie. We treat them that way. So love on your pets. Protect your pets, but I need you to think about your safety too. So for now, live right here in my town with my girls here, I'm gonna send you guys back on your day. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll be out at the Oviedo Mall at 2 o'clock today for a grand opening of an Italian bakery, which I'm really, really excited about. And I'm going to go bring my girls back home. I'm going to head back to the station. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. Wear your seatbelt, like Margaret's wearing her seatbelt right now. And please, let's just think and be smarter with the things that we're doing. Love you guys. Have an amazing day. Drive safely. Talk to you guys later.